slower the better.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you need to do the mic thing. Oh, fuck me. My ear is buzzing because of that.
It's closer to you, yeah.
Yeah.
Aggressive hand slaps.
Good job. I like it.
Yeah,
It's a good practice.
yeah.
You need to know how to slap.
You have to know how to slap. Nothing like a good slap to start things
Come
off.
here.
Yeah. I would prefer you slap my ass.
No, doesn't feel like you said nothing like a good slap. I was like,
It would hurt less.
I volunteer.
Like, you know when like
Bend over.
sometimes you get hit in the ear?
Oh shit.
That would be shitty. And you can avoid this problem by just getting slapped in the ass. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got hit in the ear?
It's just a common thing when somebody slaps you, like if you've seen like on a movie set when they're
How
supposed
often have you been slapped? As an adult? Like,
This is what I wanted to ask as well.
yeah.
I've never been slapped.
You're full of shit, bro.
No, they just break my windows. They go straight to property. They go straight to property destruction.
They are that angry and mad at you.
I'm that
what do you
good.
do?
I'm that good in the sack. That's how I choose to
Right.
frame things.
It makes the Latinos crazy.
Yeah.
The Mexicans, yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's like I want this guy's sperm so much, but he's so evil that it's a dissonance. You know, it's like it's two trains coming at each other.
The thing is, like, you can actually make a profession out of it. If you literally like just go on dates, piss some women off,
Okay.
they break your shit, you sue them, you get them settlement money, and then you like keep looking for your next victim, and that's it. It's like, they don't know. They don't know, or like they think you're like, oh, this is just a guy, and like we're going on a date. They have no idea what's gonna happen next. Just like sort of like Tinder swindler.
Well, now there's
Remember
video proof of this plan.
I mean, it's a financially great plan. Like, I think I am actually a really nice person. So it like really hurts and it's really confusing when people do get mad at me. Because I think I am a nice person. So it's really confusing. But one time I had a therapist say, because I was like, I don't get it. Like, one time somebody got mad at me, like, we like kissed. Right?
Mhm.
And then the next time or whatever, something happens and like, I don't know, it's like I felt like there was a tension. It wasn't like they broke my windows or anything, but there was some tension. And I like asked my therapist, I was like, what happened? Like we only kissed, like, you know, it's not like we, you know? And she's like, anytime you trade fluids with somebody, just be careful. Like,
What?
yeah, I mean, like, because there's a connection there, you know? Like, for me, I was just like, oh, it's just a kiss, but for somebody else, that's like sort of a big deal,
That's a very good point.
you know?
Especially when you come from like more conservative background or
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
When there's like cultural, not conflict, but cultural shock or incompatibility, whatever
Yeah.
the case is.
Yeah.
So I know, for example, like I think we spoke about this before. Like when you are dating somebody like in Portugal, as soon as you have sex with them, as soon as you make love to a girl, like,
yeah,
it's already
Yeah.
expected. Like this is exclusive, and we are boyfriend and girlfriend.
right.
You know, like it's sort of like, even though it's not like you haven't spoken about this, it's just
What else could it be?
yeah, exactly.
That's the vibe, yeah.
Right.
Because there is no like casual dating or casual sex culture here in Portugal.
So even without sex, like, if you guys are, like, hanging out, kind of going to dinner, things like that, it could even be kind of getting to the point where you're implying dating. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, what I mean is, like, as soon as you have sex with somebody, it's just like
for sure.
it's seen as like commitment. Like, you
Mhm.
know, it's like these unspoken rules of society. It's like, okay,
Uh-huh.
like we are committed to each other. This is an exclusive relationship, and that's it.
Right.
But Lisbon's not that bad, like, because I feel like, you know, the Portuguese people here interact a lot with foreigners,
Yeah.
so they just, I think they get more internationalized. But like in a smaller city like Porto, you know,
Yeah.
or some other city, people around.
It's very interesting. You say smaller
Yeah.
city, and it's like then you say the second biggest city in Portugal.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between Porto and Lisbon, right?
Really? How big is it? I have no idea.
Oh yeah. I mean, having lived there for like a year and a half, it's much smaller than like Lisbon.
Okay,
Lisbon feels like a huge city.
compared to that.
Moving from Porto.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long did you live in Porto?
Like a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like in the Porto or outside?
Yeah, I was in Porto for like a year and then for like 9 months, and then I moved with the girlfriend who lived outside in like a village area almost, dude. Like it was cool.
Nice.
There were sheep outside.
Oh, I actually also have like some sheep and goats over here.
Oh yeah.
Close by. Like it's there is a small. So there is the football field over here, and under the football field, like there's like a shepherd, like, and he actually also has one of those shepherd dogs as well, which is really interesting. It's like it's a working freaking dog. The
Wow.
dog like really earns its dinner. It's really like
Right,
working. And it's like taking the sheep. But I think somebody, I think not the government, but like the people who live here. I think a bunch of them complained about it, and there was like some restrictions or something, and a lot of them died. So I think he used to have like 150 heads, and now he has like 50 or 70. Sometimes they just literally they separate themselves like 2 or 3, and like they're just like eating like the plants over here, like between the buildings and stuff, and that's it. And it's like so sometimes I arrive home and it's like there's like 2 or 3 sheep, and I'm like, nice.
It's good for the grass.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like natural. Like this is
Trimming,
what he was doing. It's like instead of like government spending money on like trimming everything, it's like you just put it there, and it's like in 1-2
Yeah.
weeks, all of that is gone. So it's
Nice.
great stuff. I
Yeah.
think in US there are people who actually build a business out of it, sort of like rent a goat or rent a sheep, like for that purpose. It's just like you need to clear out like a huge field of grass, so you just rent a bunch of animals that will
That's
just
cool.
eat it, and that's it.
Rent a goat does sound like a business that my people would start.
And
Rent a goat.
and better than that, what happens is they also shit.
I think
so
it'll be
they also
very-
fertilize the land,
Fertilize the land.
Oh right.
and
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's all natural, biological. It's like
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
freaking great.
Rent a goat sounds like it will be very
Right.
popular in Pakistan.
Imagine you go on a date, but instead of like bringing like a kitten, you know,
Yeah.
There you go.
you bring like a small goat.
That would slap. Like you would be in. That'd be great. Yeah.
Like to the restaurant?
No, like to the hang. I don't know, the picnic or
Okay.
hangout place, because like it's very interesting. I used to have a friend, and I sent her every time I would see goats and stuff. I would send her like a video pictures, and she told me a story where, when she grew up, actually she had like goats, like a small goat. So like that would actually really work with her. It's like because like you would just like bring like a small goat to the picnic or something like that, and she would just like it would make her remember her youth. You know, it's a great way to manipulate women. So like, take the tip. Rent a small goat.
Yeah, and like, be careful if you're offered goats on a date. It's a trick.
It's a manipulation.
Beware.
You've been manipulating any women recently?
No, not really.
No?
But I was actually like with this idea, like I was actually wondering why are there like no like cat cafes like in Lisbon?
Mm.
You know, like
Yeah.
I think in Korea, in London, in like several places around the world, you have like a cat cafe. You go there, there's like a bunch of cats that you can pet, and you can actually adopt them. So
Oh,
these
really?
cats are actually like for adoption. So yeah, and
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Like open a cafe like that,
That'd be great.
and then like it's sort of like if you think of it, it's sort of like having a strip club. But in this particular case, you don't have to pay the strippers because like the cats are like
Yeah.
you just feed them. You just feed the cats. And the thing is, you only have to like buy food for them because they already are getting all the attention and love and care they need from the customers.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's it. You don't have to like entertain them or anything. And like you can have like a weekly rotation. You know, like different cats every week, and if the cat gets adopted, that's great.
What if the cat is out of rotation? Then where do they?
No,
Slaughterhouse. No, I'm kidding.
no. Chinese restaurant.
Oh, next door. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, actually, like I went to there is like an adoption center, a shelter, dog shelter and cat shelter. Like I went with my second parents. We went to walk the dogs, but they also had like a closed house where they had like 200, 300 cats there. And as a volunteer, if you want to go there, you either like help them with the vaccines or pick up their shit, or you like take them for a walk or you pet them, because like it's pretty much 200, 300 cats, and they have like 2-3 volunteers. So the cats don't really have, they get the attention from each other, but not like from humans and stuff.
Right.
And yeah, you can literally just like make an agreement with one of those shelters and be like, hey, I want to like borrow 5-6 cats, and there's a high chance that they will get adopted. And that's it. And then you can actually have like an adoption wall where like everybody who sort of like gets adopted, that like they take a picture with a kitten and like you put them on the wall, and then you have like, oh, these are all the kittens that we like helped adopt, and now they're happily living with their owners. It's great.
Yeah.
But this has been an idea you've thought about for a little while.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like it, yeah. I was gonna say.
Nice.
If I would like, I like animals, but I don't like cats that much. I like dogs. I'm more of a dog person.
Okay.
But it's like if I would be a cat person, I would be like, shit. Like this is fucking amazing. That's an amazing business idea. And the thing is, you're surrounded by cats the whole freaking day. Like you're bartending and it's like there's a cat walking around. Like you need to make sure the cats don't get into the food.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, I think it's cool.
Yeah. Interesting idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you something, but let me know if this goes against,
Go for it.
what you want to talk about. Because, like, I never started, like, a physical business, but I'm, like, super curious about it, like, all these physical businesses. Because I feel like a lot of times they do better than, like, a software business or something, because product market fit is very concrete, and it's sometimes, it's proven already.
Okay.
So you're already taking a product market fit, like a cat cafe. So yeah, just tell me like what were like the businesses you started and like, because you started a few, I know.
I never started like a cafe business. Like
Ah,
I worked at the
okay.
cafe shops,
Okay.
and it was, I was like a community manager for this board games cafe, and yeah, it's fun. It's the thing is, I agree, but I also disagree with you. Like on what you said, because what happens is like when you are doing like a software company or a business company, what happens more often than not is like it's a lot easier to scale.
That's true, yeah.
Like if you have like a SaaS business or whatever it is, it's like the scalability, like Uber, right? Like to open another country is pretty much it's just a couple of clicks, and it's not a couple of clicks, but still like it's just like you just need to open another country. Like it's very easy.
But product market fit is harder.
Yeah.
That's
The thing is like, but when you have something physical, it's like everything it's a little bit messy. You have to pay rent, you have to pay the suppliers, you have to like get the money, and it's like there has to be always X amount of money that's in rotation, because you need to be paying suppliers, you need to be paying bartenders, employees, all days. And all of that money, like there needs to be like a big chunk of money that needs to be like always on rotation. And if you're like something happens like COVID, it's like you're fucked, right? Like or like a fire, this that you have to deal with like inspections, everything. Like if you're working in the kitchen, like you have to follow the rules, like using gloves and using the what do you call it?
Hair nets.
Hair nets. Like I don't have to. People who have hair, they have to, yes.
Right.
And so that's it. And it's more than not, it's more about the location. I would say it's like 80% of everything. If you have a lot of foot traffic, you're gonna have a good business and it's fine. Like my first bartending thing, like when I was serving tables, was like in Orient. So Vasco da Gama, as soon as you get out of the subway, there's like all of these like coffee shops and all of that stuff. And the thing is like I was literally just working there, and the cafe would open like at 6 a.m. I was not there at 6 a.m., but it would close at 8 p.m. So I was there from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. So like a 12-hour shift. And the thing is, there were like, especially as soon as the summer starts, there's like hundreds of people coming. So it's just like a lot of food traffic.
Yeah.
And people like, oh, I'm hungry, or I want to have a drink. And it's like, it's just, you're just there. You're just like in the way.
Yeah, yeah.
So the market fit is sort of like, I have a desire and you are there in front of me. So like, I'm just gonna go to the first place and take it, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very much relies on that, and everything that's not like in the main road or like very well located, like it's just gonna suffer. If there's not a lot of foot traffic, it's hard. And where there is foot traffic, the rent is pretty damn high. So you need to figure out a way to make it happen and to justify it.
Mm-hmm.
You're in software business, Tyler?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with what you're saying about the physical businesses too, because I've just seen, even with friends who have cafes, there's that one, remember the cafe by my apartment that was the Wonder Puppet
Yes.
Cafe? And now they moved to a new location over by, it's closer to like Santa Apollonia.
Yeah, Panteon.
Yeah.
National
Yeah.
Pantheon.
Uh-huh. And they're there, and they're just like killing it, like doing food, like everything they ever dreamed of.
Yeah, I saw Sunil, like he told me, even like the summer, like I think they shifted right before the last summer, like almost a year ago. And during the summer, they had like 5 people working for them.
Wow.
So it's 2 of them plus 5 people.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
it's because they had like 20 tables
Wow.
outside.
Mm.
Because like because there's only like 2 cafes there. Like it's quite a bit touristy area.
Right.
And it's like only those 2 cafes, and that's it
Yeah.
in that square.
Yeah.
So you don't really have a choice.
Yeah. We should visit them sometime. Like all 3 of us go there and say hello.
I visit him once in a while. He keeps painting, so he still has paintings on the walls and stuff like that. And one interesting thing that he's doing, he's actually getting into YouTube live.
Oh really?
So he's literally like, there are times where he's just literally painting, and his wife, she's just filming him doing that. So he's just like painting the thing, and he's talking about this. Oh, I'm doing this and this and this, and he's just teaching people like painting with brushes and acrylics and all of that.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. As for like digital things, I think that you know, I always feel like people who can like program a bit have like a superpower. Like even now though, with like AI, I guess you've had experience, you can make things at least easier, but still I think with a little bit of programming you can,
You do need a basis.
the basis, like the repositories and how you set up the folders and things like that.
You need to know like that, exactly those things.
Yeah.
So for example, I'm not a programmer. I don't know how to do that. I'm like, okay.
Mm.
The first thing, like I would ask AI, okay, like what do I need to do that? And he would have to teach me all of that folders and setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear like programmers say that's the most like pain in the butt part of programming is like the setup. You know.
Depends what you're using, but actually I totally disagree like with what you were saying. I think like now is the time for the idea guy, because
Yeah.
it's like it can do everything for you. Like it's crazy good, man. Like you don't need to code even a little bit.
Really?
Like
No.
if you can break down what you're doing into steps, that's all you need to do, and everything else that you can't figure out, it will even tell you how to do it. So it will tell you, okay, I need so you're trying to set up like this API. For example, you need the Google Maps API and for your app. And it will tell you like, okay, this is how you set up the API, you pay for it, and then once you set it up, give me the API key, and I'll set up Google Maps in your app. Yeah, sorry.
What's a Google Maps API?
Like for example, like you need to have Google Map, like a
On
map
your phone?
on your phone. Like for
Okay.
example, Uber probably uses
okay,
the Google
okay.
Maps API
Yeah.
to show you the map.
So integration
So-
into
Yeah,
your
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's one thing that I learned was that APIs are like the magical like the integrator if you want to integrate somebody else's. It's like a key, right? Well, they call it a API key.
API key is is like your your identifier.
Okay.
So if you buy access, with your key is like a password.
So it
So
gets
can,
you connection to like you said, the Google Maps.
Yeah, like probably everything we use has APIs. Like YouTube has APIs, so when we record our videos, like I could upload it through the thing, through the Opus that we use,
Okay.
because we signed in there.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you allow the Opus to log in directly
And
it's
post
like
the short,
yeah,
instead of us doing it.
yeah, exactly.
So,
But
yeah.
for example, with that like Google Maps API, do you have to pay for it? Do you have to pay for the function of integrating?
I don't know, I never used it, but
Okay.
I just gave it as example.
Okay.
But some APIs maybe you need to pay, some, But Cloud Code, like, it will guide you through it all. So you don't need to
Yeah.
code at all. Like, you just need to have the right idea. So that's what I meant by product market fit. So the thing with physical businesses, like my grandfather, he had a business for ball bearings, if you guys know what they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, or a restaurant, let's say, like, there's a product market fit. Like, people need to eat.
Yeah.
With software, it's usually winner takes all. So
Or so when you have the first idea, for example, like Airbnb, if you can launch it, you become sort of
Yeah.
the renowned name in that
exactly, yeah,
industry, and you just grab like 80% of the market.
yeah. Exactly. Like, there's hundreds of restaurants in Lisbon, but there's only like one Airbnb for the world, right?
Exactly.
So you need when you have like a unique idea, maybe you can have like some competition, like Booking.com and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you want a unique idea, then you need to find product market fit. So you need to do user research,
Yeah.
ask them what they want, what they need, see.
But
so-
having competition is actually a good thing. It means like somebody.
Nice.
I'm a murderer.
Yeah.
Somebody sees your idea and they believe in it enough, so that's like, oh shoot, this stuff works. I need to set
Yeah.
it up. So yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah,
For
but
sure.
I understand what you mean. Like my uncle, he has a factory of what do you call it? You have a hammer, and a hammer has like
Handle.
a handle. Yeah. So what he does like wooden handles for hammers and digging.
Right. The shovel.
The shovel, exactly.
Or the
okay.
hoe.
The hoe.
The thing.
Back to the hose,
The
yeah.
hoe.
You wanna? We can go back to the topic. Yeah.
There's two types of hoes in the world, and there's hoses.
And there's bitches.
There's hoes, bitches, hoses, and hoes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he pretty much he has a factory that right now runs like almost 24/7, and what he does, he literally just he gets a license from the government. He cuts the trees, and then like takes it and transforms it into these things, and like now he's like exporting, like to a bunch of regions.
Nice.
Like
Wow.
it took like a lot of time to set it up,
Yeah.
and with the leftover wood, he started to producing like coal,
No kidding.
Smart.
and
Yeah.
that's it. And it's like huge containers, and they have like a fire that's there, and you have to keep it up for like 24 hours to make the coal happen, and that's it. And you have
Furnace.
the furnace, and then like he actually hires a lot of immigrants, like Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, like all of these people, because like the local people, they just drink too much, and they're not reliable.
Mm.
Like in Russia and Ukraine, like if you live in a village, for you to find like competent workers that don't drink, like it's horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
But Russians are productive people, aren't they? Like.
Yeah, they are very disciplined. The thing is, if you live in the city and you're driven and you're ambitious, all of that, great. If you live outside of the city and like it's a small town or it's a village and everybody's just bored, there's nothing else to do, so everybody just drinks. That's it.
Yeah. I think you see that in a lot of places of the world. Kind of. It can be difficult to find productive communities outside of the major cities sometimes, and.
And I think that's sort of normal. Like people in those small communities or in those small cities, people who are ambitious, they're like, oh, I'm more ambitious than this. There is no opportunities that I like that I can find in my city or my town. I'm gonna go to a bigger town.
Yeah.
So all of the ambitious people, they just like move to the town, and everybody else who is sort of like settled. I'm not saying settle like as a bad thing. It's like,
Right.
hey, this is for me. Like I like this.
Right.
I'm fine with this.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with this. But I think
Right.
more and more we have like, I think currently in the Western world, like 80% of the people live in the city, and it's just damn.
Yeah. And then you have, well, it's always interesting when you have a really large either city or country. It can be really beneficial economically sometimes, but then also it comes with its own challenges. That's interesting, Back to the tech part, because I had this idea
Okay.
about. Well, I think there are some things like I just want to say there's one piece of success that we had with some of our games on the App Store.
You have
Nice.
games on the App Store?
Yeah. I hired
That's
somebody like a few months ago,
Okay.
and like we have like around 10 games.
Okay.
And I think it's like one of the games had made money previously. Another one of the games, I don't know if it's multiple games actually, because we are a bit disorganized and we keep like, it's not easy.
I need to kick your butt, bro. We
Yeah,
can just
I
sit
know.
down in one evening and like do like an Excel sheet
I know.
and go through all the
And
data.
and here's the other thing: we need to start selling Portuguese wine to America because we have like the winery, and if we do really good with the winery, then we can start to take like day trips and like bring people there and show them all about the historic wine.
I have a suggestion for you.
What's that?
Are you working with a winery here in Portugal?
Yeah.
Ask them if they can make non-alcoholic wine.
Okay.
The reason for that is because like I'm noticing the market shifting.
Mm.
It's like I went like a few months ago. I was invited to this like Ministry of Magic, like celebration birthday, and I was like I felt a little bit. I sort of felt like I don't deserve to be there. You know, it's
Okay.
like what the hell am I doing? Like, I have like maybe like 500 euros in my bank account, and it's like, and most of these people are millionaires.
Okay.
Like, and it
Mhm.
was like offered
Right.
like all free dinner. They had like a cook, a chef who came, and it was like really nice, really exquisite. Like 50 people, I think. And what they did, like, because it was like a healing sort of space, you know, like people like who do yoga and Reiki and that acupuncture, massage therapists, all of those. Like all of these people, like they didn't have alcohol there. They had like non-alcoholic Dutch wine. They had like wine, white and rosé. And I went to see it, and it's not cheap. It's like 25 euros a bottle.
Right.
It was actually quite good, but it's not cheap.
Right.
And
Mhm.
like I'm seeing this trend, like there are very few non-alcoholic wines,
Yeah.
but because I think the demand will be bigger and bigger, because like there's this trend of like all the therapists, like I have like for example a couple of friends, they haven't been like zero alcohol in the last like 2 years, like at all, even like non-alcoholic beer, all of that. And I think that's a trend that you can get ahead.
Yeah, I actually always have thought about something where maybe you could put like herbs inside of it that make you feel calm as well. Like I noticed some energy drinks in Portugal that are, they have, instead of it, they taste and look like an energy drink, or even maybe those like seltzers, but they actually have like ashwagandha and like L-theanine that help you feel calm. So that would be interesting. It would be interesting to put like calming herbs inside of the wine as well. L-theanine is actually pretty sweet, and I like that one. It helps my brain. That's like the amino acid inside of green tea. That's why they call it green tea, I guess, because it's like L-theanine.
Okay.
tea.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I would be like a very big fan of like, I love between red and white and rosé and all the other wines.
Mhm.
Like, I really like champagne and so sparkling wine, and I really like red wine. The thing is, red wine makes me really drunk. Like, I drink like one glass. Like, for example, the last time, like one glass and I'm done. It's like I don't have a lot of like alcohol resistance.
Mm.
So like, but I really enjoy it for the flavor, for the taste. I don't drink because I want to get drunk.
Mhm.
But so like several times I think those friends of mine, they brought a bottle, but it was like very sweet, red non-alcoholic wine, and it's not really my thing.
Right.
Like I don't, because Porto wines are they tend to be like on the sweet side, where normal like Alentejo wines, they tend to be like a bit acidic. I actually like Douro, which is like very strong and very strong and very long taste and flavor. And I started appreciating, I didn't used to, but I started appreciating like the fruity flavors in it.
Right. Yeah, interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, wine is interesting. Like, what's the winery there? It's like a farm, basically.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Have you ever been there like and saw
Yeah.
the process?
Yeah.
Have you like stepped on the grapes?
So that's funny you mentioned that because my friend, he basically
You have
is.
friends? Oh, that's
Yeah. Well, actually, acquaintance. No, I'm just kidding.
sorry, bro. You
Asshole. No,
you been demoted.
Dickhead. My friend, he brought me there. He like is sort of a go-between from there to, they have clients, so they supply like, even at the grocery store or restaurants, like they, you know, like I ordered 100 bottles, which I still have. I still have like probably 40 bottles.
Okay.
I just wore it as like a test, but like, yeah, we did like the full like wine tour. We toured the whole thing. We went on a ride with like the manager of the winery. Yeah, and they do like tours because they have historic wine. Like they have the wine where it's in the clay pots. They can ferment like that. They make their own corks. So they
Nice.
have like cork trees there. And they were talking about how many different species of like bugs and animals rely on the cork tree. So it's important to keep that healthy. And yeah, like they have, like I think at that time it was like 5 or 6, but the wine that I wound up choosing was the one where they smashed it with their feet as like a sort of like celebration wine. So it was,
Nice.
yeah, it was not as big of a production because it was pressed in the historic way of, you know, with your feet.
Yeah.
But I typically they had like one darker version of the red, and like I like darker reds as well, but this one was like a little bit sweeter, a little bit less red, so I went with this one because I thought that it would be more palatable to everybody. Like where like the dark red is like sort of like a black coffee, like very deep. It's still a dark. It wasn't like a Pinot. It was like a little bit darker. It was just,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, we could go back there. We could do tours with people, like get people to go there with us. We could go there anytime, and I just want to find more clients because they can ship just directly from the farm to like anybody who we have.
Yeah, you can just put like your label on it and ask the farm to ship it directly to the end client.
Exactly.
To
Yeah.
the stores in the US.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, it would be cool. Yeah, it's cool, and you know, I think in the U.S. people don't know this about the U.S., but if we see like a Portuguese olive oil or pretty much anything, like any country that's like not American made, we'll be like, oh, like that's great, like, oh, it's like a Nigerian mink coat, okay, like we love it, like anything that's like abroad is just like exotic. We're just like, we like it. We're not like going to be like, oh, you know, it has to be this country, this makes this thing, and this country makes this other thing. We're just like, oh, it's it's from abroad, so it made it all the way to America, and so therefore it must be good. Like, that's how.
You like doing design and AI, right?
Yeah.
Because you also did the logo for the podcast. I remember, I think it was yesterday, I was watching a small documentary about Airbnb. So the guys actually they were running out of money and out of investors. And it was right in the middle, and I think all three of them, they have maxed out their credit cards. And it was right in the middle of the election of Obama with,
Okay.
I don't remember who was the other guy.
McCain.
Yeah, McCain. So what they did, they grabbed and they designed special order like cereal boxes with like Obama on them and the McCain, and they sold them like for $40 a pop. Something that they have they literally just printed them, folded them hand by hand and shipped them. They did like 500 of each, and I think like a bunch of like celebrities also purchased them, like Katy Perry and stuff like this, because it was just like a celebrational thing or whatever, like a special edition sort of a thing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, one of the guys who actually ended up investing in them, he was like, if these guys, I don't believe in their business model very much yet, because it's hard, the idea that somebody will pay to stay at your house. But if somebody, one of the reasons he invested was like, if somebody can sell a $4 cereal box for $40 and like sell out, they literally sold out like 500 of each, I think. And it's like, they just made a bunch of like 30 grand and they were able like to stay afloat. So what you can do is literally that. It's like, because it's not about the wine, it's about like an appearance, a label, right? Like if you can make like, special edition, like Ethereum this, right? And you make it look like really, because it's just a fucking label.
Right.
The wine is exactly the same.
Yeah.
And you set it up as sort of like, give it to your like crypto friends.
Yeah.
You know, like something fancy. Or even you can do that the same with champagne bottles. Imagine, because the thing is, Bitcoin, like all of these names, they are not trademarked. They're not any, you can't use them.
Yeah.
So what happens is you literally can be like, you can make like a round like of 100 bottles of champagne, like exquisite.
Yeah.
So like when Bitcoin hits like 1 million,
Right.
you know, like 1 million BTC, you know, like it's a special edition for that time.
Yes.
You know, and you can just like,
Yeah.
you can charge like $100-$500 per bottle.
Right. Yeah.
And that's it. It's a special edition. And it's like, it will cost you $20 per bottle, but you can like put a thing on it.
Yes.
And that's it. And then it's like, you just put it on sale and people can pay in crypto and Bitcoin and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
If they literally can buy it like from a crypto store.
Yeah.
When you set it up, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's something that's like, exclusive thing from Portugal, man.
Yeah.
Bitcoin and crypto and Ethereum, Solana wine. It's like special edition. Like you run like limited editions of like 100 bottles or 500 bottles, and that's it.
Yeah. We should make a plan like for the specialty. How do we make it special, like in the numbers to make it truly special, like to make the bottle a collectible.
No, that's the thing. It's like if you just do 100 of them, like for example, 100 Bitcoin bottles, like for $1 million, like 1 million Bitcoin, you can call it that or something else, and you make it like golden and shiny and it's like really classy as well, and you put like some proper like champagne in it, right? So like you select some brut and you make like 100 of them, and that's it. And because it's only 100, you can like charge like 500 to 1,000.
Yeah.
Because there's only 100 of them. And you can say we're not going to be doing more.
Right.
And that's it. Because it's sort of like exclusivity creates scarcity, right? And it's like, oh shit, there's only going to be 100.
Yeah.
And then you'll see how many of them will get purchased.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, I give you permission to kick my ass on this because it's something I wanted to do for a while.
We can work on it next week.
Okay.
The only thing that we need to do is like just set it up and set up the design and then the marketing is. And the thing is, you will be doing it as a hype for everybody. It's like you're gonna be like hyping people up. It's like eventually like I think the father, like I don't know his name, the father of Bitcoin or father of crypto, he was telling like Bitcoin eventually will reach like 14 million. His prediction.
Wow.
Not right now, but it's like eventually.
The father of Bitcoin was saying that.
There was a
You know Scottie
guy.
Pippen?
I actually know who he's talking about. Scottie Pippen. What's the Scottie
You know
Pippen?
what I mean?
What's no? I know Scottie Pippen is. Wait. What did he say? He said something.
I met Satoshi, you know.
Yeah. He said
And he
just
also
like
came
that.
to me in my dream, man. He told
Really?
me about that's what Scottie Pippen said. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dude,
While Michael Saylor was like sitting next to him, and he
Dang.
was just like,
Cause he was like I know all about it. Like
yeah, I know him pretty well.
you're not gonna
yeah.
leave me out of this. He's like, yeah. He's like, how much Bitcoin do you have? He's like, bro, I met Satoshi, bro. That's my granddad. Dude, yeah, let's get Scottie Pippen involved. Like, message him. Like, you know.
The thing is, you can literally just send him a bottle
That's the thing.
like, as
yeah,
a gift.
Exactly.
You can get like some of these big names as influencers, and you can be like, you can
Mhm.
literally create a list of like who's gonna be like purchasing, so people can track it.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like publicly
Mhm.
available. Oh, I sent this bottle to this person, this bottle to this person, one bottle I keep for myself, and it's like, so just like with like I don't know, limited edition like Lamborghinis and cars and all of that,
Yeah.
or watches, and that's it. And then like eventually people, because it's gonna be more exclusive like than Dom Perignon if you just do like a round of 100.
I have the wine contact in my phone to message her as soon as I wanted to get a little bit of an updated plan, just so I know how much wine we buy on this batch. You know what I like about it too is they have 5 different types of wine.
Okay.
We can do some that are just like everyday, like I have plans for sort of, the idea was, let's say you have like this NFT wine,
Okay.
but you don't really care about NFTs. All you care about is the wine.
Yes.
So you can get the good, yeah. So you can at the
I will keep the bottle as a decoration, you know, like under the candle, as you can see.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Or you can just get a glass at the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And like you can then scan, just in case you want to check out NFTs later. You can scan the bottle on the outside and go to the community or go to the store to get the NFT just through your phone.
Yeah.
But then you can just have like a glass of the NFT wine, you know? Like imagine I don't care about NFTs and I say, hey, like, you know, what's a good wine? The guy says, oh, well, I have this NFT wine and it's just good. It's just good wine, you know? That's the thing is this good wine. So you can get the wine without caring about NFTs and you just get a glass, but the QR code's on the outside. But then we have some bottles which are the QR code for the NFTs is actually hidden in a place where you cannot scan it at the store. So it's hidden somewhere in the bottle. I don't want to give up the whole...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then that one, you actually have to buy the bottle in order to have that specific NFT. And that NFT can be a special NFT.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, let's just say we have 5 different types of wines to work with. So we can do, you know, this one's special for this reason.
Exactly.
Even like the batch that I got now, I think if we wind up being really successful in other ways, this one could be like, oh, it's the first one where like the QR code doesn't work properly, and but it's special just because it is the first 100 of the collection. Collectibles like that, that's how it works.
Right.
It's like, what are the most popular collectibles of like anything? Pretty much all of them are like the ones that are like messed up and like, you know, printed the wrong language on them and there was a shipping error and like that's how collectibles work.
I actually had one of those. I remember I purchased it for one of the books, first edition of Harry Potter. I think it was the Philosopher's Stone. and it was like a mistyping something.
Yes.
And I literally just bought it here on a like for like $3, €3, like on a like yard, not a yard sale, but like like one of those like street books.
Right.
And it's like they had like several of them, and I just like bought it. And I remember like they had two different. I think it was the Prisoner of Azkaban and the Philosopher's Stone. And the Philosopher's Stone first edition, they had like a mistypo in it.
Sorcerer's Stone.
The Sorcerer's Stone, yeah.
But okay.
And
Nice.
it's I ended up selling both of them for $40.
What was the error on it?
I think it was like in the beginning, like in one of the first pages, like they misspelled something,
Okay.
and that's it. Because it was the first edition, they messed it up.
And then you like knew, or like online they were selling for higher.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I bought them as a gift to my girlfriend at the time, Katerina, and she ended up, like, after we broke up, she ended up leaving them behind, and I ended up, like, selling them off, because I knew it. The thing is,
Liquidating.
What a scumbag, yeah. But yeah, I mean, she left it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, what else I'm supposed to, like, I'm not into, like, I like it, but I'm not a huge fan, you know?
Sure.
So what happens is, like, I know that, like, I actually bought them because I know that it's a good investment. It's like first edition for €3.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, what the hell, bro? And I ended up selling them to actually an acquaintance of ours, like also from the volunteering project. She ended up purchasing both of them for $40 each.
Wow.
So it's like, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's how it works.
Yeah, so I made like more than 10x profit on that. And it's like, because I saw it. It's like books first edition,
Right.
especially something like Harry Potter. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw several of them like selling for hundreds and stuff. And I think it's also there's like very big, sometimes crappy hype around it. I don't know with whom I was watching it. What was it with you that like there's I like Kinders, right? Kinder eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they were also doing like Harry Potter edition, and one of the characters in the egg was like a golden Harry Potter.
Unless, in case people don't know, these are the chocolate eggs that have gifts inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a chocolate egg. There's like a yellow thing inside, and you open it. There's a gift, and for some reason people thought, oh, it's a golden Harry Potter. It must be rare, and people started posting it on like for sale, like 120, 150, sometimes even like £1,000 on like eBay. And the thing is, then you had guys who's like, here's 15 of them. They're not rare. But because people thought, oh, it's golden and it's Harry Potter, it must be. It's not.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
and people started like trying to sell them for like $100, and it's
Dude.
like, they're not.
That used to be, man, like that used to be what it was to be like an entrepreneur back in the day. Was like some like little like thing like
Find the inefficiency in the market,
yeah,
and then you abuse it.
yeah.
You took advantage. Yeah.
You take
Take
advantage
advantage
of
of
it.
the market.
Right.
But
That's a good way to phrase it.
yeah, it's a very psychopathic way to
No,
phrase it.
not psychopathic. It's like because
Inefficiency is.
inefficiency in the market, because like the
Is
demand
the-
is a lot bigger than the supply.
Well, there's an interesting economic principle about like somebody, actually an economist, talked about how the ticket scalper actually he flattens the curve of demand so that they actually are somehow efficient. They're making things better for people actually. And the same argument was made for insider trading. Even though it's not fair for the person who makes all that money off of insider trading, they speed the process.
To get
To
to
which-
the actual price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing just to look at.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when crypto companies they launch a token, they hire a market maker to increase efficiency in the market.
How does that work?
Because they buy and sell, they look at the order book and they trade.
Okay.
And
Because they're making the market more efficient.
Yeah, they're literally the market makers, so they're placing the limit orders to buy and sell at a certain price. You know, you're literally making the market more efficient. Like it's
Interesting.
good for the world. Like in a weird way.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
It's like counterintuitive because we're like,
Yeah.
we often are just like zoomed in. We're like, that one person did something that I can't do, and I mean, yeah, sometimes it's bad, right? I guess in
You can
some
learn
other
it.
contexts, huh?
Like you can learn how to do that. You can learn how to trade, or
Right.
like what you cannot learn, but you can work for it. It's like so the insiders trading. I know the U.S. government started to restrict because I know like there was like a big fuss around like politicians, like some like they watched some of the politicians, and some of the politicians did really good
Yeah.
because they literally invested
right.
right before like approving the law for
Right.
like pharmaceutical company or this
Yeah,
company,
yeah.
and it's like so they sort of like it was like they had an unfair advantage because they knew they were about the market was about like to grow
Yeah.
a lot, like double or triple, or like even like 50%. So they would purchase the stock and then they would like sign the papers for that.
Right.
So now I think like they are not allowed to do that, or they have
I
to like,
think-
disclose it, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think only recently, but yeah, Nancy Pelosi, like she's the big one. She got
Oh,
like
yeah.
super rich, and her
Very
husband's account also went like super rich. But like, do you guys know about Polymarket? You for sure know, but like
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of it. You,
So,
you
yeah.
can bet on how many times the Trump will say.
exactly. Yeah. So
stuff
for the
like
Right.
viewers, it's like you can bet on anything, like football, games outcome, or like Trump versus Biden, whatever. And yeah, now like Polymarket has become like a better predictor of like news than like CNN or NBC or
because
or
it's
BBC.
math. They're just using mathematics.
Because of insiders and because of market
Oh.
efficiency. Because if somebody knows, okay, so it's like USA will invade Iran by this date, that date, XY date, and like people like who have this information,
They will
they
bet.
they bet on it, so the odds change and
Yeah, the
so now
odds
it's-
adapt to
yeah.
how much.
exactly.
Yeah, because the poly market, they cannot lose money. They always, I don't know how do they make money. They make money out of like every percentage.
On the face,
Yeah, so like the more people bet
Exactly,
on one
yeah.
side, the bigger.
The odds change, yes.
The odds change,
So the
and it's
more
fair, yeah.
efficient Polymarket gets, the more it's like it's a source of truth now.
Yeah.
Like
Sort of prediction.
yeah, so
Yeah.
like for example with Trump versus Kamala Harris, like all the polls were saying it's pretty 50-50, but Polymarket was showing like 70% Trump
Yeah.
and like 30% Kamala, and like that turned out to be true, and it's like true in a lot of places because
I like that better because one thing is like when you do like a poll, right? Like
yeah,
another thing where you actually have to put money on it.
right, exactly. Yeah.
When you're committed, like you're not joking because
yeah,
like
yeah.
if I ask you, it's like who's gonna win? But if I ask you who's gonna win, but you have to put down like a €1,000,
Yeah.
$1,000.
That's
like
when the
deposit.
truth comes out.
Exactly. This like
Yeah,
it's a very different commitment.
That's the inefficiency that Nate Silverman like famously took advantage of. He's I don't know what he does, but like he's some sort of like political expert. But he found out that in a lot of these polls, people don't reveal that they're gonna vote for Trump because there's like stigma around it, you know. So the right question to ask to them is like, what would your friend vote for? They're more likely to tell you the truth that way. But like a lot of people didn't say they would vote for Trump, but they would like, yeah.
But is it like publicly available or is it like a phone call, anonymous? How these polls work? Because pretty
You're
much
American, so you probably
because
know.
pretty much it's bad statistics. So the statisticians, guys who are
Yeah.
running those statistics, they just suck at their job, unfortunately. Like, but
Yeah.
because like somehow there's way too many outliers that like really mess up your statistics.
I don't know. Every entity runs polls differently.
Okay.
You know, statistics is very interesting as a way to do things. Polymarket's very efficient. It's like still not perfect, I guess, but because I think it's not just betting too, but it's like the intelligence of large numbers. Like there is social intelligence, and
Not just large numbers. It's because like also it's sort of stock market if you think about it.
yeah.
So the person
Yeah.
with a lot of money who knows a lot, they just go and they just actually put a lot of money on it.
Exactly.
So
that's
it's
what
not
we're
just
doing.
like
Yeah.
you don't get like everybody like just pitches in $5. No, it's like
Yeah,
so it ends up being sort of like stock market. People who know
exactly.
more often than not, people with a lot of money have a lot of
Yeah.
brains or connections or inside information, so they end up making more.
Yeah, that's why it's the source of truth now.
I
Yeah.
like it.
But yeah, what were we gonna say?
I was just thinking about the statistics on polling. I mean,
Mm.
there's something else, but I forgot.
Sorry, bro.
I don't know. What else is going on?
Not.
War, dating.
I'm not. I don't watch TV, so I have no idea what's happened with the war.
That's good.
But yeah, the weather.
Dating, the weather,
The weather is nice.
summer.
I'm gonna be going on a date potentially this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
tomorrow.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or Sunday. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wanted to talk about what I've been listening to before I go to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell me more.
Well, there's these videos like that are about quantum physics or math or something very complicated like that, and you can just listen to them for like hours, and then I fall asleep, and I wake up, and it's like they're talking about like how irrational quantum physics is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
It's very interesting that you are choosing to listen to highly complex subjects right before you go to sleep.
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. Yeah. I think my.
But why? So why quantum physics? I'm presuming it's related to the law of attraction, manifestation.
I think that is why they started showing that in my feed, was because I was into manifestation and the law of attraction. But I think that I was also very interested in the law of attraction and always interested in like manifestation from a sort of playful way. Like it was basically the whole thing started was with Neville Goddard. It was like an OG from like the 70s or whatever, manifestation guy. And I like that one because I feel like a lot of manifestation is too much. Again, it goes back to kind of like we've made it into a kind of like religion. Like I always have to be thinking positively, even though, you know, it's like we're like.
Even though you're feeling sad.
Yeah.
Which is like just pure toxic positivity.
It can be, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like, no, he was like, just sort of like, it's already been done, like, in the quantum level, and just sort of be irrational, and then like quantum physics is sort of like irrational.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it was like always just play, like how to play with the irrational idea, you know?
Okay.
So.
Can you give me the definition of manifestation?
Sure.
Because I'm more or less know what the hell you're talking about, but like I don't really have a concrete definition what it is.
Okay.
What do you think is manifesting? What are you trying to manifest, bro?
Dude, manifestation is when you don't want to put in the work and you're just hoping that things work out and you call it manifestation. Yeah, obviously it's different for a lot of people, but a lot of girls that I've like encountered, like they say, "Oh, I'm trying to manifest this."
Getting
Dude,
something.
just do the work, like you know, like with girls, I
Exactly.
find that to be true a lot of times.
They want to get the result without having to do the work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like this is one of the This is one of the reasons why I actually don't like it that much.
Okay.
I like the idea of like wishing for something good, right? Like I have a dream and I wish this. I wish to bring like more happiness, more play, more joy, or more like fantastic projects, like interesting project like this one in my life, or more interesting people, whatever the case is. But it's like wishing for it and like thinking about it will, like in my mind, the way I see it, it's like it will make me figure out the way to get there, right? Like how can I get into places? How can I get invited to parties or picnics or birthdays, whatever the case is, or maybe like meet the people, how can I get to the place where these people hang out?
Yeah.
Like eventually, like these ideas of how can I get there, they will just come up. The more I think about these people, the more I think about these ideas or whatever I want to attract, like I will come up with ways to make it happen.
Yeah, right.
Right? It's like I like that, and it doesn't actually take a lot of effort, because what happens is it just sort of like, you know, the thing when you're trying to find the solution for something, and then as soon as you stop thinking and obsessing about it, the solution just like pops up in your head.
Right.
So like that, very often, more often than not, that happens to me a lot. So
Yeah.
it's not like because I have this system in a way where I use daydreaming, something that not Nikola Tesla but the other guy, Edison, that Edison used as well. So like daydreaming, but I also use meditation. So when I relax my mind, all of a sudden, like my mind ends up, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of people that are in my head, a lot of ideas, and when my mind actually relaxes, all of those connections, they like, my mind is able to make those connections, and I'm like in the middle of me like meditating, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to like write this down.
Right.
And like 5 minutes later, I need to write this down. It's like the
Yeah.
things start to connect, and
Yeah.
that's great.
Mhm.
But I really hate that
Right.
approach of like wanting something for no effort, because like you didn't do anything. Why do you deserve the reward of something? Something that's actually, my second mom has this philosophy which I believe as well, where like there's very few things that come easy that are worth it. More often than not, like I would say like more than 99% of the time,
Mm.
something that's worth it, really worth it, it's gonna be hard and it's gonna be challenging. And that is okay, but this is why it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like otherwise you just go with the flow with the water. But that's not manifesting. That's just like going with the flow.
And I also learned it's also shaping who you are, in the sense that you are the person who will figure out, like, it's not always just about wishing about the outside, but it is like, okay, there is something about the outside there, and then like I want to be like the other side of the, you know, the magnet. So it's not supposed to be just like wishful thinking and the outside thing just
Okay.
always comes to you. As far as the ones that I like, it's like sort of, how do you get yourself into a good rhythm so that you can kind of get to that thing in some which way.
I like what you're saying there, because it's sort of like it puts the responsibility on you, because like how, like the question that I ask myself is, the way I work it is like, who do I have to become to attract that person or to attract that opportunity into my life?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So like I have to become somebody else. I have to become like either charismatic, interesting, thoughtful, like intellect, like whatever the case is, or maybe like it's a subject, or maybe I just have to like work on myself and like get my shit together, and then like this opportunity will come up, or this person like will like me, like whatever the case is.
Yeah. The part that's playful for me, and like the part that I heard, I didn't hear it from manifestation, but I heard it from like sort of yogis or whatever, like but I remember it was like very early on in like my like learning from the internet days.
Mm-hmm.
But this yogi guy, he was like, you know, he was talking about enlightenment. He's like, you already are enlightened. And I was like, but there's like this evidence that I'm not, right? I have this thing in front of me that is not. So like the playful part to me is like, it's like I have to become the thing, and then I'm like, okay, I have to become the thing. And then like the yogi comes in and they're like, but you already are the thing. And yeah, there's a whole like, that's why like the sort of, there's also this aspect of like outside and inner there's different planes of basically like in one way it's just or I'm on the way or you know I don't know there's all these ways of playing with it but it's just like play to me.
Let me try to rephrase what you said. So what I understand, what he said, this yogi person was like, there's you want to become a certain way, but the thing is you already are like that. You just
Yeah.
have to uncover it
Yeah,
because you already are
right.
amazing. You already are fantastic. You already are someone.
Yeah,
Like you just have to uncover it,
yeah,
and maybe it goes back to like self-confidence. And one of the actually my favorite definition of confidence or self-confidence is like you proving that you say who you are. You're proving that you are who you say you are.
mm.
And that's it.
Mhm.
It's like I'm not bullshitting you about like, oh, I'm this, that. It's like this is who I am, and with my actions I'm gonna prove that I am like that, and that's it. So I think it's maybe uncovering, but we can ask Gemini what is the definition of law of attraction and also the definition of enlightenment.
Okay,
Enlighten us, Tyler.
okay. What is the definition of law of attraction and manifesting and enlightenment?
Good job.
Okay, they often overlap in many different ways. The law of attraction is the belief. The law of attraction is the belief that like attracts like. It suggests that a person's thoughts, whether positive or negative, bring corresponding experiences into their life. It's based on the idea that everything is made of energy, and by vibrating at a specific frequency, through your thoughts and emotions, you can attract people, events, and objects that often match that frequency.
Okay.
Yeah. So the core principle is your internal state dictates your external reality. Manifesting. While often used interchangeably with the law of attraction, manifesting is the active process of bringing something into your physical reality through focused attention, belief, and action. If the law of attraction is the theory, manifesting is the practice. It typically involves visualizing a desired outcome, maintaining the emotional state of already having it, and taking inspired action towards that goal.
I really like that that thing that was written there. My first coach, what she would tell me, and I actually didn't like it at the time, like act like you already have it. You know, and for me it didn't really make sense, but what she wanted to say, it's like if your energy, if your frequency, he's loving this conversation by the way, it brings back the good memories. And like if you act like you already have it, like you put yourself in a frequency that will just like, this is normal, this is not something to achieve, I already have it. Right, so it will sort of just come to you, or you will figure out a way to get it.
Yeah,
A lot easier, without like putting as much effort into things.
Yeah, there was one time where I felt like I was sort of working hard at something, and then like the thing like already had started to show success. But then like I was not like really registering that the thing was doing good. So like I was sort of operating in this way of like not having the thing, and like then I had it and I was still operating like I did not have the thing. So like I don't know.
The coin didn't drop.
The coin didn't drop?
Yeah. It's like you haven't realized.
Yeah.
You haven't made the click.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, like
Why do you think that happened?
just because like yeah, there are some things you have to like sort of take sort of seriously, I guess, or you're like highly encouraged to take seriously, and then you have like a process of doing thing, and like you have to do things that are not like easy or fun, I suppose, and then you get into a rhythm of that, and so you continue to think in this way, and you're
keep
just
grinding.
yeah, and then you're like, oh, I better like take some enjoyment in like the successes that we've had, otherwise I'm never going to, like, I'm just going to, and so that is actually a common thing because people are such rhythmic creatures,
Yeah.
and like a lot of people will be like, they'll be like rich and have successful businesses, and like, I mean, I support people working like even when they're retired. Like I think people have
Yes.
good, like, like why quit, like, but at the same time it's like some people actually never stop and smell the roses and like, actually enjoy what they have. Like I think that that's also sad, like sometimes people have like families and things like this. Like, I don't know, we have to learn how to appreciate the process of it, I think, and that will, I think, keep us going forward productively, but also like, appreciating life and
Yeah,
stuff.
you can be happier while building something. You don't have to be like, this is something that I struggle. I'm struggling to find, like, I'm fairly ambitious, but I'm struggling to find people who are like successful entrepreneurs who did it in a healthy way. Because like more often than not, like I'm looking, like I have several friends who are like millionaires or about to be, and I'm like, they are miserable as fuck. And they're like, they have put like 10, 15 years of work, and more often than not, they have like addictions to like alcohol or cigarettes or weed or cocaine and all that. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. It's like, you're miserable for like 10 or 50 years of your life, so then you can get the thing, and then more often than not, you're still miserable afterwards because the thing didn't actually brought you happiness. It just brought you money or status or whatever achievement that you like got to like check, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's
And-
like some of the like richest people I know, they are less happy than me, which doesn't make much sense in my head.
Right.
Isn't, I don't know, the enjoyment, the life, the happiness, the family, like I think all of these values, like old traditional values, this is why I like talking to Angad very often, because like he's quite a little bit old school, but it's old school that is actually good. It's a traditional way of thinking that's actually good, and like family oriented at kids, and like these are good things. Not all traditions are bad, and I think our society sort of like forgot about them because like we're very much focused on like Lamborghinis and followers and money, and that's it. But that's not happiness. You cannot like put happiness into a metric, into numbers.
Yeah. How do you think people are thinking about families? Do you think people are just thinking like, what do most people want when it comes to relationships and family? Do you think people are actively avoiding families at the moment? Or is it just that all of society is like kind of like uncertain at the moment, so people maybe just don't date the same way they used to in a serious way, so that it's more about like the environment? Or is it like a chosen thing, like, I don't think a family is going to make me happier, therefore I don't want a family? Like, are people actively rejecting families, or is it just harder to date, and so then the numbers are going down?
Yesterday I was listening to this podcast and I love it. Do you know The Diary of a CEO?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
So it's like, it's this very, he's done quite well. He hasn't been doing podcasts for a lot of years, but he's a really good interviewer. And he had this main protagonist from Interstellar, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
I like this guy. I like philosophy, the way he lives, and both of them, they were talking about this. It's a 2-hour podcast. I really recommend it. He was the guy. I forgot, Steven something.
Okay.
He was talking about like there's this wave of like sort of belief that's society has pushed on us, mainstream media has pushed on us, that's like, oh, no, you need to be like independent, women need to be independent, men need to be independent, like this sense of independence. And more often than not, he was also speaking about some examples where a guy is like very dependent, lots of money, 37, 38, and it's like freaking miserable. And then he ended up like turning into like into extremely religious person, because like he has a lot of money, very successful, no wife, no kids, no purpose. I'm not saying the purpose comes from wife and kids, but it's like when you have a partner, when you have a community of people around you, you end up more often than not feeling lonely, because you have a community, you have a support, and you more often than not you find a purpose because you feel useful, right? Like even though it's just like supporting people around you with their own dreams, we feel useful, and I think that's amazing thing. So I think a lot of people nowadays are turning towards religion because they lack purpose, because the society is making us into like this like extremely independent people, men and women even more than men, and then you're just miserable. And that's it. And what he said, actually people who are dependent, they like in his circles, they tend to be they tend to be happier than the people who are independent. So at the end of the day, it's like I think like there's this narrative that's sort of pushed on us. Like this is where like I think we spoke about this before, like 52% of women in US are single. 52%. Because like if a strong independent woman who is accomplished and who arrived to a certain level, she wants a man who is on the same level as, at least on the same level as she is. But then the percentage of those men are really freaking small. And also, those men don't really want you, because those men want like a feminine woman who will bring peace into the household. And more often than not, like as Zuki says, it's like most men would prefer to date a feminine, cute bartender than like a CEO of somebody like who's built like a bunch of successful businesses. And it's like, but then like our society is sort of like pushing the narrative of like, oh, women can be CEOs, women can be like successful in business. And my personal belief is like, just because you can be, it doesn't mean you have to, right? Because like as I was saying, it's like for you to, it doesn't matter if it's for a man or a woman. For you to become successful in a certain area or in a certain industry, in a certain business, you have to become someone. And when you become that someone, potentially for a woman, you become less desirable. And that's it. And this is why I think like a lot of women are just single, and men also end up struggling to date, because like women feel entitled to like, oh, I want a man who can provide this and this, and then like you don't find a lot of men who are like that. And it's sort of like, it's not even illusion, it's a delusion. And well, the only option, we either lower our standards or we just do polyamory. So like it's just 5-6 women dating one quality dude, and because like there's not a lot of quality dudes, there's not enough quality dudes to be around. And that's it. And it's like, and the dudes that have achieved like a certain level of not necessarily even success, actually it also works with just self-awareness. Like, because like what I see is like, I'm not a very tall guy. I don't really have like huge muscles. I'm not like Brad Pitt from Fight Club. But the thing is, because of my emotional intelligence, because of my like self-awareness, because I'm able to hold like interesting conversation, and I'm an interesting person, and I've built this life for myself, just because of that I tend to attract a lot of women. Like even that women like would be like, most people would think like she's way out of my league, like potentially yes, but because there's nobody else, like
Yeah.
So like on the other day, like yeah, potentially might go on a date with like really tall, beautiful girl, like 180.
180.
Yeah, 1 meter 80 centimeters. Like
it's just under 6 feet, so it's like 5'11".
Oh, tall.
Yeah.
Tall model.
5'11".
yeah, tall model.
Tall model.
And it's like
Yeah.
why? Because I can.
Okay.
Because like
Because of your emotional intelligence.
yeah, because of within the mix of everything, like because men more often than not are not as much into personal development as women are, and women want to have sorry guys and women like they like somebody who is, and they like somebody who's like caring and at the same time who's like strong and can get shit done, because that's also very important. That's like the protector part. It's like when shit hits the fan, the dude need to show up and fix the problems, or
Yeah.
like, and if you can do both of those things, it's like you're good.
Being strong, smart, enlightened, and rich is quite the manipulation technique. So,
What do you mean?
congratulations.
Yeah, I wish that. The thing is, I wish that was the manipulation technique. The thing is, I cannot prescribe it. Oh, well, the prescription would be like, you have to become this, this, and this. But the thing is, I'm actually a big fan of like slow dating nowadays.
Mhm.
So it's like, because more often than not, what dudes will do, and I think like we will lie on the first dates. I don't remember if I've ever done it, but potentially when I was younger.
I don't think
It's
I've
like-
ever had a first date.
Uh,
I'm serious.
are you a virgin?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think like fucking in a back alley is quite a date though. So.
But the thing is, like, more often than not, guys will lie their teeth off in the first dates. But the thing is, we are only capable to maintain that lie for so long. And if you do like slow dating, which means like you will only like sleep with a person after like 6 months to 9 months, it's like you will not be able to hold that lie. So you will actually be able to get to know each other for who we are. And then you will ask yourself like, do I really like this person for who they are? And if the bad stuff that's in them, am I able to put up with it? Am I able to tolerate this
Yeah.
bad stuff? And it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'm totally with you, man. Like, I don't think like game and all this stuff makes sense. It's just who you are, and that's like what women like. If they don't like, you move on to the next one. Like,
It's
you know, like a friend of mine, like you met him, like Nicola. You know, he's a tall guy, looks great, takes care of himself, speaks different languages. He goes on like at least 5 or 6 dates a week. You know, all different girls. Like, chooses if he wants to sleep with them or not. You know, it's just up to him, which is I'm not saying that's something to aspire to, but what I mean is it's rare, right? I don't know many dudes like that, you know. So it's just it's less about like how you can present, because a lot of times if the girl likes you or likes qualities about you, you don't even need to do much. You just have to sit there, ask a question every 10 minutes.
No, you just have to
And
be
let her-
yourself.
let
You
her-
don't even have to ask questions.
True, yeah.
But
it's
being
just
able to hold
keep the
Being able to hold a good conversation helps.
just to keep it going, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally with you. It's all these game guys on like how you can manipulate her on, or how you can pursue her. If she likes you, man. Like, you don't even need to do much, you know. It's just that's just how it is.
It used to
Yeah.
actually like show up in my feed on Instagram, where it's like, or like pickup lines and this and Riz, and it's like, and I'm looking at all that. It's sort of like I see it like you're trying to fast track like sex, but the thing is, what you're not getting is connection and intimacy, because connection and intimacy requires authenticity, and it
Yeah.
requires vulnerability, and it requires actually to take off the mask and show off your real face, and maybe like show parts of yourselves that
Yeah.
are not that pretty, and that is like real intimacy, and that is real vulnerability. And when you do that, it's like women just love it, they melt, and that's it. But there's an important thing: I think it's really okay like to cry in front of a woman, but what I've learned, what is a big turn off for women, it's a guy who's crying and cannot actually hold his shit together. So it's like a guy who's crying but doesn't have the solution for his problems. You know? So like this is like, but that's normal because they cannot really rely on you.
Exactly. It's
You're
like if
big-
you see your dad cry, you're like, oh, what do I do?
No, the
That's
thing
how
is,
a woman looks at you. She's inferior, man. If you're crying, she's feeling like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know, like on some level, forget the inferior word, but like she's looking up to you most of the times if she's dating
yeah,
you.
she's
Yeah.
looking up to you for protection and
Yeah.
other
What,
stuff.
what do you say?
Yeah, it's like if the leader of the tribe cries. It's like a big deal. It's not that they can't cry,
it's
but
like
it's
it puts people in panic because like, oh
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
like we like
Yeah.
who will lead us now, right?
Right.
Like if that person like breaks, like who will lead us?
right.
Who will keep the shit together?
Yeah.
Like it is unsettling, yeah, for sure.
I think also when it comes to, you know, we all don't really believe in this like pickup game culture like sort of thing. Like that probably just was born out of like guys having sheer terror about speaking to girls. So it's like you don't need to have game. You just need to like not be intensely terrified about having a normal conversation with like another human being.
I like out of social anxiety.
Yes.
Yeah.
Social anxiety. And then I think too on the money side, guys are always still, I think this one's maybe still very rampant in society, but like, oh, like on the money issue, it's like, yeah, I need to have like a Lamborghini and a house and this and that. It's like, no, you just
Rolex.
need to like be able to pay your bills and to like grab dinner on occasion. Like you don't have to be like a millionaire, you just have to be like not like totally out broke
Yeah.
like you gotta have just the minimum basically, and then the rest is just personality and like shared interests and things like that.
And because at the end of the
And the
day,
way you look too, for
Yeah.
sure.
That helps.
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you can literally just like cook for your wife, and like she will love it.
Yeah.
Like this is something that I've done like in-house or indoor dates where it's like I grab a bottle of wine and we'll just cook and we'll put some music and we'll dance and we'll have fun, and that's it. And it's like it's a really fun time.
Yeah.
But like, and you don't really need to be an expert. Like I'm a fairly good cook, but that's because this is one of my love languages. I don't cook a lot for myself, but like when to cook for somebody, I was like, I fucking love it. You know, it's like, and it's like, I cut things really fast, this, that. It's like, I don't know like a lot of like deep stuff. Eventually I want to get better at it, but it's like, it's not amazing, but it's like, it's more than enough.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to learn how to cook like a couple of dishes really well, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all doable.
Yep. And I also don't really like the game, the pickup lines and all of that. I think one of the reasons as well is because one of the reasons why that became so famous is because we're lazy. So like what I see is, for example, like from some of my friends from college as well, it's like they want like to conquer the girl, but they don't want to do the work. So like they want the reward without having to work for it. So it's like it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it also, in my opinion, shows sort of like lack of character.
Yes.
Like because like you want something for nothing. Like you're not willing to invest your energy.
For sure.
You're not
yeah.
willing to like actually like make an effort, like buy her some flowers or do a picnic.
Yeah. the thing is, it's just people who look at things differently. So I had a friend in high school, right? Like, this dude was 6'1", 183, I guess, 184. Like, he was in the basketball team with me, you know, just super, like, fucking, like Chad, you know, like, just, like, good-looking dude. Like, not the smartest, but, like, he just killed it with girls. Because that's just how he is, naturally. And then, like, maybe another friend of mine who's not that good looking, great guy in general, like, there are things that he will have to do to compensate, you know, to look like Khan. His name was Khan, yeah, and that's just how it is. But it's just more work for him. It's just unfair. Whereas him, he will say, "Oh yeah, it's all about like game or how you talk to her." Like, everyone just has different experiences, you know. Like maybe if you're for example, like, you know, like lacking in one area, you overcompensate in another, and then you attract that kind of girl. Like, it's just if you're her type or not. It's really not that deep, you know. You could be like great looking, and you're just not her type. You just move on to the next one. I just think it's like a lot of these like gurus, like you say, you know, the game guys. They're just fucking complicated for nothing. Maybe because they're trying to sell to this other friend of mine, who I will not name, who's not as good looking as Gunn, and then he will just be like, he will buy that course.
No.
Because he's like, yeah, I will.
At
I'll do
the
that.
end of the day, it's like, I think it depends on the privilege that you got, right? Like, so if
Yeah.
you cannot change your genetics, right?
Yeah.
Like, you are
You can
taller,
change it.
stronger, better looking. Like, if you and I, we're gonna go out, women more
Don't be
often
so
than not.
harsh, man. You're a handsome guy.
Thank
For
you, bro.
sure.
It's the
What the
hair.
hell?
But
Yeah.
what I mean, it's like we cannot change genetics,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so some people are prettier, taller, stronger, like whatever the case is. So it's natural. So people who are not as tall or stronger or prettier, you will have to put a little bit of effort to work on yourself, and it's like to become more attractive, to be able to attract a partner into your life, and that's, I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, for sure. But if you tell my friend Jack that he
Yeah.
will need 4 years to get his life sorted
Yeah.
and like do all these things, and then he can finally get his dick wet over buy my course.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
this is, you say these lines and then you get her in the bed. Most guys, you know, will then buy the
Well,
course.
just
and then that's
because it's
just
the
how-
easy
yeah,
way,
yeah.
and it's like it's a full stack manipulation, but
Yeah.
it will get you the results that you want.
It always depends on your goal as well. Like, if you're looking for just one wife to settle down with, I think people usually find, when it comes to looks and attraction, people kind of just wind up with their kind of body type and face structure. Like, I think there's something almost biologically natural about that. Like, doesn't always happen. Sometimes you see people, and I actually think that like dating apps have made this gap worse, and we'll see what the results are. But like, I think when people meet each other outside the apps, there's some like organic like chemistry that's going on there. And so if the less handsome friend, if he wants to date women casually or hook up, then I think he's going to have to do more, because when you're hooking up, you're looking for the maximum like scale. Like, when you're like going just for one person, it only takes one, and I think there's something just naturally that's gonna put you with somebody that is generally similar to you on the scale and in looks, and there's some weird like self-similarity attractions that are built into biology. But yeah, if you want to expand that and you want to like have a different hookup every night, then looks become much more important, because yeah, if you're not very attractive or you're less attractive, you're gonna have a less amount of a pool to
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know the comedian Jimmy Carr,
yeah
the British guy. He said that he said that like, you generally for hookup, guys lower their standards because they're like, oh yeah,
right
just gonna fuck her one night.
right
Whereas girls, they raise their
Raise their
standard
standard,
because
right.
they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sleep with him on the first night.
right
He better be like this Chad. You know,
right
this like fucking perfect
Stud.
Mike Tyson looking guy, yeah, or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
yes
Yeah, man.
interesting.
Makes sense.
Whereas for a long-term boyfriend, they will care less. You know, yeah.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
right well, I do think it is interesting. If I like just look at different couples, I do feel like when I learn that people have met each other on a dating app, that their like facial features and like things like that are like, they don't look as much like each other than if they've met organically. just notice this
Whoa,
nonsense.
let's clear what you mean by look like each other. You don't
Yeah,
mean cousins.
No, I mean they look like they're cousins, bro. I think that, I think there's some.
So you go on the dating app and you look for a female version of
How
yourself.
close
No,
is,
no, in the
how close is
apps.
Arizona to Alabama?
No, like, dude, I think there's some kind of like narcissistic biological. I think there's a narcissistic biological imperative that biology wants us to look like our mate a little bit, and
I think it's the bias. So I had a friend, and she told me once, the most beautiful face is the one that we see in the mirror, and the most beautiful thing that we can hear is our name.
interesting.
It's very narcissistic.
Yeah, like I think humans are narcissists.
It's a bias. It's also sort of a confirmation bias. If somebody comes, enters that room, and says something that you agree with, you will tend to like that person.
That is true, yeah. That is true.
Not because that
For
person
sure,
that is a
yeah,
nice
yeah.
person, but because you agree with whatever they're saying.
What a great guy.
Yeah.
But like he can be an asshole. It's like because you
Right.
agree on that like one or two things, it's like all of a sudden
Yeah.
he's like freaking amazing. It's just like our biases.
Women
because-
are inferior.
we
Yeah,
are-
what a great guy.
Oh. But the thing is like it's a confirmation bias, right? It's like because it's familiarity. This is what we tend to look for more often than not.
Can I ask Gemini about this bias?
Of course.
Gemini, is there a narcissistic bias in human beings? And actually, is there a physical traits bias where people or animals couple based on similar traits to each other?
No, you had to mention facial features.
What?
Because that's what we were going to.
No, I think it's fine.
Okay. It says, in psychology and biology, these behaviors are studied under two main frameworks, assorted mating and the similarity attraction effect. The narcissistic bias, similarity attraction. While narcissistic has specific clinical meaning, you are touching on a very real psychological phenomenon called the similarity attraction effect. Humans have a subconscious bias towards people who remind them of themselves. The mirror effect. Research shows that people often rate faces as more trustworthy or attractive when those faces have been subtly digitally altered to include some of their own features. Validation. We are drawn to people with similar personalities, values, and even physical traits because they provide a sense of psychological safety and self-validation. It reinforces that our way of being is correct or good. The narcissist exception. Interestingly, studies on actual clinical narcissists show they are often attracted to people that they perceive as high status or perfect, to reflect well on themselves rather than just seeking a carbon copy of themselves. Physical traits bias, assorted mating. In biology, the tendency for individuals to choose mates with similar physical or genetic characteristics is called positive assorted mating. This is observed across the animal kingdom. In humans, we don't just pair up randomly. We sort ourselves based on a variety of similar traits. Height and body type. Couples are statistically more likely to be of similar height and BMI than would happen by pure chance. Facial features. There is a long-standing observation, sometimes called the doppelganger couple phenomenon, where partners over time, or often at the start, share similar bone structures or eye spacing.
The overtime I heard about.
Where they become more like, they look like each other over time?
Yeah, and it's like it's a saying in India, and they usually like specify it is because they share the same expressions, and those expressions end up like causing wrinkles and that way over time.
Oh.
So, but it's bro science, yeah, it's pseudoscience. So
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
genetics. Studies have found that spouses are often more genetically similar to each other than two random strangers from the same population. Animals also show this like behavior, often for survival advantages. Talks about birds. What's going on?
It's
Yeah.
very interesting. Our body seems to be attracted to something that is very similar to us, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I know there's also, what do you call it?
Some people go for the exact opposite also.
No.
right?
There's also a back end door where you like when you find somebody who's not physically, like genetically very similar to you, their body smell, their body odor is actually repelling to you.
Oh.
Right.
So that is sort of like
To prevent incest.
prevent incest. It's
Yeah.
sort of like I remember
Makes
like I
sense.
had a volunteer who stayed here at the house
Yeah.
and she was like gorgeous,
Yeah.
amazing, but it's like I couldn't stand her smell.
Was she Russian or Ukrainian?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Romanian, I think.
Okay.
And it's like for some reason, and then like I've heard about this, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
so maybe it's that like
Yeah.
defense mechanism where somebody is like too genetically similar to you, your body perceives it as like not
Yeah.
not very pleasant, which is interesting.
It talked about this in the last paragraph.
Oh, tell us.
It's called the wild card factor. Despite these biases, nature also pushes for disassociative mating, attraction to opposites, in specific areas, most notably the immune system. Humans and animals are often attracted to the scent of partners whose immune systems are completely different from their own, which helps offspring fight off a wider range of diseases.
So if somebody has a very similar immune system as you don't like that.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah,
Oh, that's great.
right? Interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Wouldn't it be fun if we had like a dating community that was like built around
Smell?
science like this? Like, you know?
Like eye spacing.
Yeah. They like, everybody gets measured. Like, I know they did.
It's fucked up, dude.
Everybody gets measured.
Everybody gets. Hear him out, hear him out.
Let's keep dream. Let's keep dream a bit.
Let him cook, let him cook.
Yeah, let him cook. Tell us.
I mean, but you know, they did. I know they did like one of the pheromone studies was with shirts. So they had somebody wear like a white shirt all day and like not wash it, and then the next day they had the like girls or whatever smell the shirts and they ranked them based on how bad or how good they smell.
Yeah.
So we could do that for the club.
It also depends because, like, for example, for me, the smell is very important. Like, I have a very good sense of smell. I can like by poking a small hole in an orange, I can distinguish if the orange is sweet or acidic.
Okay.
And like so for me, like the way me not liking a woman's smell is a very big turnoff. But I know that for some women, it's like, yeah, I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also like this is one factor, but also like the importance of that factor for each person is also different.
Right.
But I think like if you do like facial stuff, so it's like, let me try to find you a doppelganger.
Right.
Sorry, double banger.
Double banger. Too much double banging in Jeff's head, bro.
Sorry.
Doppelganger.
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 As long as your fees are reasonable, you can find me a double banger.
I need to create a dating app for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like-
It's niche. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can charge a lot of money
Yeah.
because it's a niche.
Yeah.
And yeah, what happens is like you literally try to find like you pick up a formula and it's like what's it called, the face recognition software, and you try to find a match literally for that person. So when you go on a date, you're like, shit, you could be my sister.
Yeah. That's too similar, right? Like maybe.
Or maybe they will enjoy it.
You end up hooking people that had the same sperm donor. And then, it's just.
I don't know if that is the
I mean, that would get you similar faces, right? Like,
yeah, so the same features.
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I think there's a little too much science going on. Like, you need to think less, not more. Sometimes.
The question is like, what makes a perfect partner?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the question that you need to ask. You need
Perfect
to
for
answer.
you.
Exactly.
Right. Like, so someone, when they make mistakes, it doesn't, like, hurt you as bad as if somebody else made the same mistakes. Because there's no perfect partner, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I like some coaches and some speakers. They speak about there is no perfect partner, but and the perfect relationship needs to be built. So it's not something that you take; it's something that you work on and you build.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it can fall apart, but just because it fell apart like 5 or 10 years later, it also doesn't mean that it was unsuccessful.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's positive.
So who's a perfect partner for you? Somebody who can put up with your shit?
Oh, I think somebody who can put up with me believing that I don't have shit.
Right.
Everybody has shit. Everybody has baggage.
Yeah, we were talking about this, like, it's important to lie to yourself when you're the head of the household.
Say it again.
It's important to lie to yourself when you're the head of a household. Sometimes.
When you're that over?
When you're the head of the household.
The head of the household.
Yeah.
I think, like on one end, how much do you lie to yourself?
Well, I wasn't lying to myself until I started this manifestation bullshit. Then all of a sudden, I'm like having to lie to myself all day, bro. It's really fucking with me, dude. I don't know which way is up, but that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good time to end here, yeah?
Because
Yes.
on my delusions, yeah, we don't want to.
Yeah.
We don't want to go too
So,
deep into
in the
that.
next, in
We'll
the next,
save it for the next one.
Yeah.
in the next episode, we will go deeper into your
I hope we go.
delusions and
So
illusions and
deep.
lying to yourself.
Let's go so deep into that.
How deep can you go?
I can go so deep into my delusions, like it's the cave of my butt. All right. Well, see you guys later.
See you guys next time.
Nice one, guys.
Good job.
Yeah, it was a good long one, huh?
That's what she said.
Oh.